Join me right now on Kumite TV is Eternal MMA welterweight Ty Duncan. How you doing, Ty?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Everything's going well. I'm excited.
You've been out of MMA competition for almost 2 years now. Why did you decide to take so much time away from the cage?
To be honest, man, just injuries. I've been chomping at the bit to try and get back in, but a few surgeries and then trying to come back from that, and then just things didn't go my way. I had a kickboxing fight a couple months ago, and that went well, like first round knockout. So, but yeah, just injuries, just repetitive things over and over again. Then finally get my body back to where it's supposed to be. Like everything's healthy, so I'm happy, man.
What kind of injuries did you have in that time span?
To be honest, so mainly shoulders, knees, hips, just everything. Kind of just I try and protect certain things, and I just put more stress on other parts of my body, like trying to protect it. So things just that kept popping, and but yeah, like I feel stronger than ever at the moment. So all my limbs and joints are going really well. Like I haven't had dramas in multiple months now, so nothing's even hurting. So it's the first time in a long time I haven't been injured going into a fight. So
Going through those injuries, having surgeries, it must have been a difficult time for you, mentally and physically. How beneficial was that to be able to get over those barriers and be able to make your return?
yeah, I did. Honestly, it's when you're stuck on the couch being a potato for multiple months, like not being able to work, train, literally even just enjoy life itself. Like you're stuck there just being a potato, not being able to do anything. You can get stuck in the dumps for a fair bit. So I managed to work myself back through that. It did take me a fair while, but like I said, I'm loving life now. Like enjoying just having a healthy body again. Like on Sundays, go and play basketball with my mates. All the fun stuff you get to do with a healthy body. So yeah, it's don't get me wrong. It definitely. I was down the dumps for a long time, just wondering why I couldn't get back healthy again. But finally, I thought I'd never get back. To be honest, like I thought things were just going to keep hurting, and I'll just permanently be in pain. But then, literally one day, I woke up and I wasn't in pain anymore. So it finally went away. Thank God.
Definitely, man. Did you balloon up? Did you at the same time, you might be down in the dumps, but you get to enjoy a lot of things in life, like food and
Yeah,
having
oh,
those
that's
things,
it.
right? So you must have
Oh,
had, your. Did you gain a lot of weight in that, in that time?
yeah. I kind of like when my legs were a bit sore, I kind of trained a lot of just weights. Like that's literally all I could do. So I just stuck myself into some weight training and yeah, swelled up a bit. Like I'm definitely finding the weight's not coming off as easy now, like because I just blown up a fair bit. Like getting back down to welterweight's a bit of a mission, but in saying that, I'm going to be the biggest welterweight I've ever been. So I'll be massive by the time I get back in there. So it'll be good. I'm excited to see kind of the weight cut and then coming back to my full size again and see how far I can get back up the next day. So
Yeah, I saw a recent picture maybe a couple days ago of you,
yeah,
and you do look massive. You do look ripped, like muscular, crazy, right?
yeah, yeah. I feel good, man. Like I said, it's been like usually I only diet for a few weeks, and I'm usually sweet to get down, like get low enough so I can cut the rest in a couple of days. But I've been dieting for about 11 weeks, like trying to get the weight off because I've just been so heavy. But yeah, it's coming off. Like it came off like a bit harder, and I think it's because I'm a bit older now as well, so my metabolism's kind of slowed down a bit. So, but yeah, it's coming off. I'm exactly where I want to be with my weight right now, so it's good.
All right, let's go back to that Muay Thai fight. I think it was
Yep.
for a title, right?
Yeah, Battle of the Beach. Yeah.
Okay. You got a, impressive TKO win. Talk
Yeah.
about that experience, after going through that long layoff.
Yeah, it was really good. Like I had a good experience with that. I trained hard, and that was through injuries as well. So it was a bit challenging, like trying to still force myself through. I couldn't train 100% as hard as what I wanted to, but it was at a heavier weight. It was at 84 kilos, so that was good. Didn't have to cut and like push myself down as much as I am now. But yeah, getting that first round knockout and kind of blowing the cobwebs off with something not as intense as MMA was kind of was good. I think it was good for me to kind of get back in there. Like I said, just blow the cobwebs off and try to start the engine up again. So
Yeah, people say there's nothing like a knockout win or a TKO
oh
victory,
yeah,
even comparing it against a submission. So it must have
yeah,
elevated your confidence level to a high, very, leaps and
yeah, for
bounds
sure.
because, you were off for so long.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. People underestimate my hands and my kickboxing. Like I know I have like a shitload of submissions, but man, people people underestimate me. I don't really get to showcase it that much. Like, don't get me wrong, I have like ultimate confidence in my jiu-jitsu, but yeah, I think I'm just as good, if not better, on the feet. So, but I don't know. It's kind of I'm relaxed. I'm happy to go anywhere. To be honest, like I like wrestling. I like jiu-jitsu. I love kickboxing. It's just what I'm into at the time. I kind of follow that path and try to observe more of that. So.
In this upcoming fight that you have against Jimmy O'Brien, do you think he's the type of fighter that will allow you to, showcase more of your striking?
Um, yeah, I'm not too really sure what his game plan is. Like, I've watched a bit of tape on him. My coaches have watched a lot more than me. Uh, man, I'm prepared for all aspects. I hope I get to showcase a bit more of my boxing and kickboxing. I really do. Like, I want to be able to showcase that on a good stage. I got to last time the kickboxing fight, but in MMA gloves, I think I really shine like with my kickboxing. So, yeah, I'm not too stressed about where it goes or anything like that. I'm pretty confident in all aspects.
You mentioned earlier that you spent about 11 weeks getting, dieting and getting it down. Is that how long you've been in training camp for this fight?
A bit longer. I actually thought I was fighting some unknown reason before I got dates confirmed. I thought I was fighting at the start of July, so I started working my butt off about pretty much 8-10 weeks pre that, and then I found out it wasn't until right at the end. So I think I've been training my absolute balls off for about 13, 14 weeks now. So I'm pretty definitely fittest I've ever been. I've been working hard at it. So
How do you keep from overtraining? Because typically MMA camp is like 8 weeks, but
yeah,
going like 13 weeks, that's a long time.
yeah. I just choose my battles very wisely. Like I'm experienced enough to know when my body needs a rest day and where it doesn't. Uh, we have introduced new sessions like on Sundays, but like I said, after a Saturday, I'm pretty beat up. Like Friday sparring and Saturday, I do cardio 8 till 9 in the morning cardio, and then 9 till 10:30 jiu-jitsu. And if I'm feeling down and in the dumps, just struggling a bit, I'll take Sunday off. And if I'm still sore Monday, I'll rest and take it easy, and then might have like a small, maybe hour session or something. I just choose my battles very wisely, and I'm able to do that now. I'm a bit more experienced.
Yeah, a camp is never done alone. Who are the coaches that have been pushing you throughout these weeks,
Yeah,
keeping you, safe and keeping and elevating your skill set?
yeah. Joel Seppensberry, he's my main coach. Like down at Combat Lab in Coolum. It's a great gym. We have a bunch of guys there. They're most surprised they're holding their weight like fine. We've got some really good guys coming up through the ranks, and man, some of these guys. We have a new training partner, Hank, who's a really good kickboxer, and man, he can take a belting better than anyone. I've dropped him so hard with so many body shots, man, and he just gets back up straight away for the next round. And it's just, man, I take my hat off to him. He's helped me out a shitload. Like, he's a really good guy. So I've been loving it lately. Just being able, like I said, being able to get back into training and just having a healthy body. It just makes me shine, makes me love it again. So.
You go in there, what type of fight are you expecting? And you seem like you want to go in there and get this knockout. That knockout is something that you like. You want to prove people wrong, right? So
Yeah, like I said, I struggle with the whole like set in stone game plans. I'm a bit more free flowing. Like I said, I'm experienced enough to know that game plans don't always go the way you want them. And if I set myself to a very strict game plan and something doesn't go the way I want it to, I've got to be able to adapt and overcome and do what I need to do. So yeah, don't get me wrong, the knockout would be pretty awesome, but I'm definitely not counting out a submission either. Like I know my jiu-jitsu is going to be far better than his, so I definitely I think my jiu-jitsu is underrated, even though I am a brown belt. But I match my jiu-jitsu up against anyone's. So, but so same with my kickboxing. I'll let the fight speak for itself.
Now it seems like you're getting back into competing, and you want to get in there as much as you can. What are your plans for the rest of the year?
Yeah, good question. I think Coastal Combat is September 9th, and that's here on the coast as well. So Joel's going to book me in on that one, and I'll be headlining that event. So that'll be good. I'm not 100% sure if the opponent's confirmed yet, but obviously that has to be if I make out this fight healthy enough to like don't break my hands or something like something I'm really unfortunate. But if all goes well, which I'm hoping it does, then I'll be definitely lined up for that. And I'm not 100% sure in the the rest of the year if I'm gonna relax or if there's another fight card in December or November or something. Like, I haven't really got too far into that yet. Just focusing on this one, Coastal Combat, and then we'll take it from there.
One last thing before, I let you go. It seems like you're really, really deep into ocean fishing, man. It's something that
Oh
interests
yeah,
me a lot, and I saw
yeah,
a video of you catching a shark, which is something that
yeah.
I want to do, eventually is go out there and catch a shark, man. How is it, man? How is it going out there and being in the open waters and
Oh
and
man,
catching a shark? Not many people experience that. Is that something that happens often?
yeah, man. That's like probably up there with fighting. It's like literally my favorite thing to do. I love fishing so much. I go out. I'm actually going out tomorrow, so the weather here is perfect. So I always take my GoPro out. We did have a killer day on when was that last week I think when I made that video. But yeah, it's not always that awesome. Don't get to catch fish that big, but last couple of times I've done really well for myself. But yeah, I can't get enough of it. Just absolutely addicted to it and go fishing whenever I can. It helps as well when you're in fight camp and you don't want to go out drinking with your mates because you're trying to avoid the trouble and whatnot. Things like fishing just keep you sane because it's like it's so much fun. And you don't have to be like you have to get in any trouble to do so. So it's real. I'm loving it, man.
I'm excited for you to be back in action on July
Thanks, man.
27th, Eternal MMA 46 on the Gold Coast. Thank you so much, Ty, for your time, and good luck on this fight and the fight that you got, coming up later on in the year.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks heaps for that. Appreciate your help.